Okay, so for the point of this video, try to ignore the fact that I'm wearing a Dream mask. And the only reason I have this is because I used to be a Dream fan. Just don't make fun of me. I know. He's pretty cringe. And also I'm wearing a hat. And then I don't want to do a face reveal yet, so this is what I've got. Okay, I will be explaining the main story, the origin story of my superhero, Ladybug. This video is unscripted, so if I just stop talking for like 7 seconds, that I'm just thinking that I should probably script videos. I will do that if I do another style, if I do another one like this. But yeah, I'm currently filming this on New Year's Eve. Last day of 2025. 1 second, my TV's too loud. Okay, let's get into it. I have a tripod, by the way. So basically, the origin of Ladybug. When Alex Ross, aka Ladybug in the future, was a child, he always watched cartoons. He always wanted to be the one to help the world. He always wanted to help the world. And one day he watched his first cartoon show, the superheroes. And that was, I don't know. I don't actually know. But it was a superhero show. And he loved it the day after that. He was 8 years old, and he kept watching it, but he stopped watching it at some point because he got bullied for it, because he was watching it like when he was 14 or something. And later when he was only 16, his mother got diagnosed with cancer, and later she died, and when Alex Ross was 27, yeah. 27, him and his dad were walking down the street. And this guy came up with a knife, asking him and his dad for money. "Give me all your money," he said, holding the knife. And his dad was like, no, I'm going to call the cops. Because, well, I'm not going to say his dad was stupid, but, like, I mean, that's kind of pretty stupid, actually. And Alex was the only one who actually fought and gave him money instead of telling them that he was going to call the cops. And Alex Ross and the dad got stabbed. Yeah. Also, Alex has a twin sister named Rosemary. So, I forgot to mention that, but not very big of a detail. Also, a few years later, when Alex was like 29, he decided to one day make a costume out of his mom's old sewing kit. And that costume was of a Ladybug suit that his mom made for him when he was like 6, because he really liked superheroes. She made her own superhero costume and her own superhero to give to Alex, because he loves superheroes so much. Now, Alex decided to recreate that suit, and basically, I put an image here. He decided to recreate. And this is a costume, and he made that of his mom's old sewing kit. And he decided to go help the world, go outside, and basically become a superhero, because Alex is now an adult, and superheroes actually started to appear around the world, and he wanted to join, because when he was a kid, he always wanted to, and deep down inside, he always knew he wanted to do something, anything to help the world, but he decided to do the thing that he wanted to do when he was a child, and that was become a superhero. Now, he goes out. He's a boxer, by the way. He was a boxer for like 1 year, so he's pretty good at fighting, I'd say. He wasn't known that well. But yeah, he's a retired boxer, so he can fight pretty good. So he decides to go up to a criminal that's in a sidewalk and just punch him in the face. And that actually works. The criminal gets knocked out, so Alex is like, oh, this is gonna work. But then a criminal behind him punches him in the face, knocks him behind, and steals his mask. So Alex goes home and is like, okay, I have two options. I can either quit, or I can make a new mask and try this a second time. If he quit, I don't think I'd be making this video, because I don't think he'd be a character I'm so focused on. So, how about you guess? Guess what he decided? Yep, he decided to make a new mask and go out. But he decided to add some improvements, like metal areas, so he can, like, knock them out. And, like, like, a plate of, like, just armor, like, metal around the suit, so if he, like, got punched in, someone stabbed him somewhere in a certain area, he could get protected, and he spray painted that metal red to match his suit. And Alex, he goes out and does this again. And he decides, okay, I see a criminal over there. I'm going to go get them. I'm going to go, and then he sees another superhero landing down, and that was Pluto, another character that I will probably make a video on about his origin too, because he's pretty interesting. Pluto knocks out the hero, and after Pluto knocks him down, looking at them, he looks at the far back, and he sees a man down the street wearing a red costume with metal, and he's like, is that a supervillain or a hero? Because I can't really tell. And he's like, hey dude, are you bad or something? Are you a supervillain? Because I'm just gonna beat you up. And Alex is like, oh my god, that's Pluto. That's Pluto, the city's second most famous hero. Who's the first most famous hero, you're probably asking? Well, that's a story for another video about a certain character that I just made a community post about. Go check my community post. And that will be the most recent community post I've made. Will be about that hero, the number one hero. Well, if you're watching this in the future, it's probably not the most recent, but yeah. So Pluto's like, hey man, how are you? And like handshakes him. And Ladybug's like, I'm a big fan of you. Oh, thanks. So are you a superhero too, or are you like a supervillain? Because you said you were a biggest fan, and I'm guessing that a supervillain wouldn't be one of my biggest fans, because I'm a hero that's gonna beat supervillains up. So, and Alex was like, whoa, I'm a hero. Don't worry, I'm a new hero. I started actually yesterday. Oh, you're a newcomer. Okay. Here's a card. And he just gives him a card, and he's like, oh. And Pluto's like, contact me if you need any help, buddy, because I can train you if you want. By the way, do you have any superpowers? And Alex is like, no, not really. I'm a retired boxer, so I'm pretty good at fighting. But I got knocked out yesterday from the behind, but I added metal to my costume. And Pluto's like, okay, you have potential. And then Pluto flies away up in the sky, somewhere, I don't know. And Ladybug is just like, wow, I just met another superhero. Not exactly like me, but another superhero. I've always seen him in the news. Okay, put that in my pocket. He puts the business card in his pocket. And later, sorry, there's no holes in this mask, so I can't breathe. I don't have any other masks to wear. But yeah. So yeah, later, Ladybug, aka Alex. You know what? I'm just gonna call him Ladybug. You already know his name's Alex Rouse. And yes, I do know that is that is someone who. I know that's that's another name of one of the comic writers. I got inspired from that. Yes, I did. Okay, so after that, hold on. After that, Ladybug goes home and decides to that night. He decides. Well, he doesn't go home, but he decides to go find some other crime, and he does, and he beats him up. He did a pretty good job, and he takes the criminal to jail. He walks him there. Well, and then Ladybug gets punched in the face by the criminal because and Ladybug is like, oh, I should probably put some protection there. And the criminal just runs away. So yeah, Ladybug did a pretty terrible job because he didn't have like handcuffs to put him in, so he just like punched him in the face and ran away. But he's like, yeah, I should probably put some protection here, maybe. That hurt because the criminal punched him pretty good. But later, Ladybug decides, okay, all my previous attempts haven't worked that well. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm going to give up. So he goes out and he finds the criminal. And he decides, okay, I'm going to do this the right way. I've got protection on my face that I added. So if he punches me in the face, I'll be fine. And this will work out pretty good. Okay, and I've got a rope to tie him with. Hey, criminal, get over here. Who are you? You look like some stupid superhero I'd seen in a comic book. Well, maybe I am stupid for doing this, but I have decided to become a hero. And since I'm a hero, and you're a criminal, I'm gonna do this. And Alex, Ladybug, knocks him out pretty good, and he ties him with a rope, and he decides to, well, he runs into Pluto again, and Pluto just picks him up, because Ladybug can't really pick up a whole human, because he doesn't have super strength or anything to, like, he's just a really good fighter. And Pluto picks him up, and he's like, good job, Ladybug. And he flies away. And yeah, I am gonna make a part 2. So see you then, because this video's already long enough. Goodbye. Oh, you can see half of my face in here. That's fine.